make you guys pay for this. I suffered so much because of Max. I can barely sleep at night because of what he did to me. He attacked me and got me pregnant. I even had to go to the hospital to get an abortion. I had such a traumatic experience because of what he did to me.
I'm sorry, but who is this? I think you might have the wrong number.
Actually, I don't have the wrong number at all. You're Mrs. Price, right?
Would you answer my question first? I want to know who you are.
That's so rude of you. I live in the same neighborhood as you and you don't know who I am? It's Naomi. Does that name ring a bell?
Oh, Naomi. You must be Mrs. Smith's daughter, right? You guys live just around the corner from our house.
Yeah, I am. I only just turned 22 years old. How do you feel about what your son did to me? My body went through so much trauma because of him.
Where did you get my contact details from, by the way? I don't remember ever telling you my phone number. In fact, we barely even know each other.
OMG! Just answer my question! Your criminal son damaged me both mentally and physically. I got your phone number from my mom's phone. Why do you even care about how I got your number? We have much more important matters to be discussing right now.
I just wanted to know if my phone number was being leaked by someone. You also need to calm down a little. I find it very hard to believe that my son did anything to you. He's such a wonderful boy. Would you be able to tell me what you're accusing him for?
I was attacked late at night by a man around the same age as me. He grabbed me from behind so that I wasn't able to resist. He pinned me down and did terrible things to me. I'm starting to shake just remembering about it. He traumatized me. I'm never going to be able to forget that night. What are you going to do about it?
I'm sorry that you had to go through a traumatic event like that. It's just that it really doesn't sound like something Max would do. Would you be able to tell me why you thought it was him? Do you have some evidence to back up your claims?
The guy that came out of your house was the one that pinned me down. That's enough evidence to prove my point, right?
Do you have any other evidence? Because I find that a little hard to believe.
OMG! Are you seriously asking me for more evidence? I'm a victim, you know. Do you not believe me or something? I couldn't get any evidence because it happened so suddenly. I was in shock. I also don't want to have to remember that terrible night. Stop asking me to give you more evidence.
I really think it was someone else that did this to you. I'm pretty much 100% sure about it, too. Is there any way you can try to gather some more evidence? I know it's a difficult time for you.
So you're gonna take his side? It was definitely him. Your son is a vile criminal. I can't believe this. You're a woman, too. You should understand how I feel. I just felt so powerless being pinned down by him. I couldn't do anything to resist. I became pregnant because of what he did to me that night. I really wanted to save myself for someone that I actually love.
I know that you're in a lot of pain right now. I just need you to calm down so that you can find out who really did this to you. I really think that you have the wrong person. I really want to help you find out who did this.
I don't need your help. I already know who did this to me. You're being way too protective of him. I just got out of the hospital today to stop my pregnancy. Don't you feel sorry for me at all? Would you please just hurry up and admit that he was the one that did this to me? I don't have the energy to be listening to your excuses like this.
I can't admit to anything without sufficient evidence. So you had the surgery today. How many weeks into the pregnancy were you?
I think it was around 2 months ago when I was attacked by him. So yeah, I think I was 2 months into my pregnancy.
Wait, what? This happened 2 months ago.
There's no point trying to make up an alibi for him. I know that it was definitely him. You need to hurry up and admit that it was him. I want you to take responsibility for what he did to me.
Take responsibility? How do you want me to do that? It wasn't me that committed the crime after all.
I want you guys to pay me for the emotional and physical damage he caused me. I'm suing him. You're his mother, so you can pay the compensation fees in his place. He probably doesn't have the money to pay it himself. That's why I'm asking you.
Oh, I see. So that's why you decided to contact me. How much do you want from me?
I want you to pay me $50,000. You can pay me more if you want to.
There's no way I can pay that kind of money. You're also going to need some evidence to back up your claims if you're planning to sue.
Don't lie to me. I know that you earn a lot of money. You're pretty famous on YouTube, right? $50,000 must be a tiny amount of money for someone like you.
Oh, so you know about my channel. That's great to hear.
Well, duh. Of course I do. Everyone in the neighborhood knows about you. You're a 40-year beauty guru, right? I've even seen some of your videos before.
Thanks so much for watching my videos. I'm glad you enjoyed them.
Don't bother thanking me. I never said I enjoyed your videos. All I need you to do is pay me the money. You do realize that your YouTube career is on the line right now. If word gets out that your son is a criminal, your channel is going to blow up in a bad way. Nobody's gonna watch your videos if bad rumors like this get out.
Well, that would just be false rumors. It would settle down eventually. I still don't think it was him that did this to you. You really should start looking for the real criminal. It's not Max.
You're still saying that? You need to hurry up and accept the reality.
Okay, fine. I'll try asking him about it directly. I just asked him, but he told me he has no idea what this is about.
There's no way an evil criminal is going to admit to his crimes. Are you dumb or something?
He really doesn't seem like a criminal at all, actually. He's so cute and innocent. I'm going to believe what he says. He's my son, after all.
I can't believe that you're siding with the criminal. You absolutely disgust me. You guys owe me $50,000. Is that clear? I want the money ASAP.
I'm sorry, but I'm not going to pay you that kind of money. You don't even have any evidence to back up your claims.
OMG, why are you being so stingy? You're a famous YouTuber. $50,000 should be basically nothing to you. That's it. I'm gonna report this to the police if you don't pay me.
Go ahead. I think that it's a good idea for you to go to the police, actually.
Wait, what? He's going to get arrested for this. Are you sure you want that to happen?
He won't get arrested because he's not guilty. I'm actually confused as to why you haven't gone to the police yet. Isn't that the first thing you should be doing?
Well, that's because I was doing you a favor. I thought it would be bad for your reputation if this kind of news was leaked. That's why I kept quiet about it.
Well, that's very kind of you. However, there's no need to do that for me.
Why do you say that?
If he really did commit a crime like this, I think he deserves to be arrested. There's really no need for you to worry about my reputation.
But, I'm giving you an opportunity to save him. All I'm asking you to do is to pay me some money. I won't go to the police if I get the money.
This isn't the kind of problem that can just be solved with money. You need to go to the police so that they can find out who really did such a horrific thing to you. If it really was my son, I would want him locked up.
Do you want him to get arrested or something? I'm so confused.
If he really is a criminal, then of course I want him arrested. I should go and apologize to your mother as well if what you're saying is really true.
Oh wait, hold on a second.
What's wrong? Did I say something wrong?
It's just that I don't want my mom knowing about any of this.
How come? I think that she should know so that she can support you.
It's because I don't want to make her cry. She's a very emotional person. Would you please just pay me the money already? I want it in cash right now.
I can't just hand you cash directly. Paying a compensation fee isn't that straightforward.
Wait, is that really true?
Well, we're going to have to talk to a lawyer about it, as I don't know too much about this kind of thing. You're also going to need evidence against my son. I really think that you should report this to the police so that they can help find evidence.
I already have my surgery at hospital, so there's no evidence left.
I'm sorry, but I can't pay you the money then. If you can provide me with evidence that he really did this to you, then I promise I'll pay you the $50,000.
That's so great to hear! I'll quickly try to find some evidence. Make sure that you're ready to pay me. Okay? I left some evidence inside your mailbox.
In the mailbox? I thought that you were going to show me the evidence in person.
I didn't want to have to meet the mother of a criminal.
I guess I'll go and check the mailbox then. There's a bunch of questions that I want to ask you about this.
There's no point trying to make up excuses for him. He's guilty and there's evidence to prove it.
Is this pregnancy test the evidence?
Of course it is. Was there even a need for you to ask me that?
Well, it is a positive test. I just don't see how that's evidence.
OMG, just how dumb are you? It's proof that he got me pregnant.
This still doesn't prove that it was my son. Also, there's something wrong with this pregnancy test.
What's wrong about it?
It looks like the line was drawn with a pen or something. The ink is already starting to smudge.
I can't believe you're still trying to protect him. You really need to just accept reality. It's a real positive pregnancy test.
When did you take this test, by the way?
I just took the test earlier today. That's probably why the line is smudging a little.
Wait, what? I thought that you had already gotten your surgery.
Oh, wait, crap! I meant I took the pregnancy test before I got the procedure done.
Ah, I see. It's okay. I totally believe you.
Why are you laughing at me? I'm a victim.
I'm sorry, I wasn't laughing at you. Anyway, this isn't enough evidence to pin this crime on my son. Do you not have a medical report from the hospital or something? I think that would be a good place to start.
Why would I bother getting a medical report? All I want you to do is pay me the $50,000. I gave you evidence like you told me to.
I'm sorry, but a fake pregnancy test is not sufficient evidence.
I can't believe you're making excuse after excuse. Are you sure that you should be looking down on me like this? I'm going to make you regret it.
What are you planning on doing?
I'm going to leak this to the local news agency. They're going to be all over this story.
Don't even bother. How about you give up already? It's so obvious that you're just making this all up. You never even got pregnant in the first place, right?
How dare you accuse me of making this up? I was completely traumatized by this experience.
I know that you're lying. There's no chance that my son could have gotten you pregnant in the first place.
How are you so sure about it?
I'm 100% sure about it because he's currently 5 years old.
Wait, what? 5 years old?
I'm guessing you found out that I was a famous YouTuber and you tried to come after my money by making this story up. You probably should have done a little more research about me, though.
Wait, hold on a minute. I did plenty of research beforehand. You have a much older son as well, right?
Max is my only son.
Then who the hell is that young guy that keeps on coming out of your house?
I'm sorry, but I have no idea who you're talking about.
Stop trying to act like you don't know. I'm talking about the guy with short brown hair.
Oh, I know who you're talking about now. That's my brother's child.
It was him that attacked me. He got me pregnant. He's your relative, right?
Actually, that's definitely not possible.
Why can you be so sure about it again?
It's because that's my niece. She helps me out with my YouTube channel from time to time. I guess you mistook her for a boy because she has short hair right now. Now this proves that you weren't attacked by anyone. This was all a story that you just made up, right?
Damn it! You should have just told me from the very start if you knew I was lying. You were just mocking me this entire time, weren't you?
What you tried to do is just unacceptable. If my son really was around the same age as you could have ruined his life. I am not going to let you get away with this. What you tried to do is a crime.
Shut up, you old hag! I don't need you to tell me off. It sucks that I'm not going to be getting the $50,000 from you. I was planning on buying a nice bag from Louis Vuitton with that money.
What a shame. There's actually a reason why I kept our conversation going for this long.
It was so that you could make fun of me, right?
I can't believe that you've done this. This is just unacceptable. I've received screenshots of all the messages from Mrs. Price.
Wait, what? Mom? Is that really you? I thought you were at work right now.
I left work as soon as I heard about what you had done. I really can't believe you were doing this kind of thing while I was busy at work. You should be very ashamed of yourself.
Yeah, okay, whatever. I was just pulling a little prank. There's no need for you to get so angry.
Naomi, what you did was a crime. It's not something that can just be laughed off as a prank.
Like I'm gonna believe that. Please do tell me what kind of crime I committed then.
You created a fake story and tried to make me pay you money. What you did was fraud.
But I didn't receive any money from you.
That doesn't matter. It's still a crime. I have all the evidence on my phone.
You're not going to report me to the police, though, are you? I didn't end up taking any money from you after all. You can forgive me, right? We live in the same neighborhood after all.
You're not even going to apologize. You really are hopeless. Mrs. Price, I'm so sorry about my daughter's actions. What she did was absolutely unacceptable. Please go ahead and report this to the police. She really needs to learn a lesson.
Mom! I'm your daughter! You should be protecting me! What's wrong with you? I can't believe you're taking this woman's side on this.
Naomi, your mother is doing this for your sake. You really need to be punished so that you don't repeat the same mistake in the future. I'm sure she hates that she has to do this to her own daughter.
She's not doing this for my sake at all. I really don't want to have to go to prison. Okay, fine. I'll admit that what I did was very wrong and that it might be classified as a crime. I'm very sorry for what I did, Mrs. Price. Would you please be able to forgive me now? I won't do anything like this again in the future.
Is that really an apology? That is not an acceptable apology.
Stop interrupting me, Mom. This has nothing to do with you. I'm not asking for your forgiveness anyway. I was apologizing to Mrs. Price.
I'm sorry, but I have no intention of forgiving you either. I am going to the police about this.
Why though? Please don't report me to the police. I'm begging you.
I'm going to report you to the police so that you can't try to attempt something like this on someone else. I don't want anyone to become a victim to you in the future. You're going to have to take responsibility for what you tried to do. I completely agree with everything that Mrs. Price is saying. You really need to start realizing that what you did is unacceptable.
OMG! Why is everyone my enemy? What I did wasn't even that bad. You're both making this a bigger problem than it actually is.
You really don't seem to understand what we're trying to say to you. I guess I'll just leave the rest to the police. Maybe they can explain this more clearly to you.
No! Please not the police. I'm really sorry.
It's way too late for apologies now. You've already committed the crime. I'm actually heading to the police station right now. Max is coming with me too. He keeps on saying that he wants to become a policeman in the future. Maybe he can help me report this crime to the police. You did try to frame him after all. This'll be great work experience for him.
What do you think will happen to me once the police find out?
They're probably going to take you in for questioning first. They'll then decide on your punishment based on all the evidence and information that they gather up. You might even have to spend some time in prison. That'll be a great opportunity for you to think about the crime you committed. After I arrived at the police station, I told them everything that Naomi did and handed them all the evidence that I had on my phone. The police went and arrested her so that she could be taken in for questioning. Naomi was found to be guilty. However, she was not sentenced to go to prison. Instead, she was told to do community service for 2 years. Her university was informed about the crime that she committed, and she was expelled right away. Unfortunately for her, she was just half a semester away from graduating as well. She managed to completely ruin her life in the span of a couple of days. Naomi was kicked out of her parents' house as well, and she was forced to move in with her relatives that live in the countryside. I heard that she is currently working very long hours at her relative's farm earning minimum wage. Her future does not look bright at all. I'm really glad that Mrs. Smith was a morally correct person and took my side instead of protecting her daughter. I really do feel sorry for her, though. She seemed very upset when she heard about what her daughter had done. I am going to do my best to raise Max into a morally correct person. I definitely don't want him to grow into an adult like Naomi. Oh my God! How's my adorable little Mike? You've been such a good boy, haven't you? Look at you going out there into the world and taking what's yours. I heard all about you getting into that big company. That's very impressive for someone your age. Not many people get in there at the very start. Usually they want people who already have experience, right? But you know what? This is what I expect from my little Mike. I know exactly how he works. He's not some slacker. He actually gets his head in the game and gets things done. He's such a studious boy. He's been that way ever since day one.
Thanks, Shirley. Seems like you've heard the good news. It's been good working alongside you. Hope everything goes well here.
Who are you kidding? You actually expect things to go well here without you. You're my superstar, you know. None of the other people who have worked here ever picked up the job as quickly as you. And none of them were as cute as you either.
Okay, let's settle down now. You're putting everyone else down, but I'm pretty sure they work just as hard as me.
Yeah, right. They could work a little harder from my point of view. I mean, they don't really know what hard work is, to be honest. They're not an old bird like me. In our generation, we really worked hard. We had a lot of good girls back in my day, too. Not like those little airheads like Sandy. I know you must absolutely hate having to be around people like her. What you need is a real woman.
Actually, no. I have to disagree with you there, Shirley. I don't have a problem with Sandy at all. Her and I actually get along.
Are you serious? I'd be careful of that girl if I were you. She may appear one way on the outside, but on the inside, she's totally different. I'm pretty sure she's secretly after your heart.
She's after my heart?
Yeah, I can tell. Trust me, I'm a girl. I know how we act. She always puts on a cute little face for you every time you two talk. Honestly, I don't know what's wrong with our manager. If he had any brains, he'd separate you two. He'd put you on a different shift so she couldn't get her claws into you. Actually, you know what? That's just the start. The best thing he can do is just fire her in general. We don't need that useless deadweight around here. Especially when our superstar player Mike is leaving us.
Look, settle down. Like I said, everyone that works here is doing a good job. Things aren't going to be as bad as you think they'll be, Shirley.
Well, they will for me. Honestly, you're the only thing that makes me want to come to the workplace, Mike. I love seeing you and your cute little work ethic. From day one, you've been on the ball. I remember teaching you everything. You would have a pen and paper open, writing everything down.
I was just doing what I thought I had to do. I wanted to get good at the job as fast as possible. I wanted to be as efficient as I could, and I took whatever advice I could get. I wrote down notes from you, and I wrote down notes from Sandy as well. Everyone told me something about working here. I'm thankful to everyone.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't thank anyone except me. I'm the only one who taught you the proper way to do things around here. Honestly, I'm really hurt that you actually wrote notes from Sandy. Seriously, you don't want to be listening to that girl. She'll lead you down the path of evil, I can tell you that much. But I have to say, Mike, I'm pretty insulted by all of this.
You're insulted?
Yeah, because if you think about it, it seems like everyone else knew what was going on. Everyone else knew you were heading off to a new company. They were talking about it, and I had to overhear it. You should have been kind enough to tell me. Am I not special to you? You and I had such a close and intimate relationship. We're always talking whenever you have a shift here. I thought you cared about me more than that.
Well, what can I say, Shirley? I just get so busy that I can't keep up with everything. Don't take it personally.
Well, I kind of do. You need to care about my feelings a little more. Especially now that you're leaving. You have no idea how hard this is for me.
I'm sure you're gonna be fine. Who knows, maybe there's gonna be an even better worker that replaces me.
That's not possible. No one could ever replace you, Mike. You're my one and only. You're the only person I want to work here. I don't need any of the other workers. I don't need the manager either. All I need is you.
Well, I'm really glad to hear you say something like that.
You know what? We should definitely have a celebration. I mean, you're leaving, right? We can have a farewell party. In fact, we don't even need to have that. We don't need to invite everyone. You can come to my house. I'll give you all the different types of food you need. I'm quite a good cook, you know. Think about how many years I've spent cooking and refining my craft. You're going to absolutely love what I can put on the table. You know what? If you love it so much, you can feel free to stay a couple of nights. What do you think about that, my little Mike?
Yeah, look, I'm gonna have to think about that, Shirley. As you can guess, I'm very busy. I probably won't have time for a farewell party, but if I can, I'll let you know.
All right, well, I'm waiting for your message then. Let me know anytime. I'll always open up my schedule. I'll even ditch work if I have to. I'll give some stupid excuse to the manager. It'll be fine. I've worked here for a long time. He'll accept it. I'll do anything as long as it means I can be with my little Mike a little longer. Look at you walking around the workplace, getting a big head about yourself. I bet you're so proud that you got into that company, huh? I bet you take all the credit for that, you know? We're the ones who wrote your recommendation letter, right?
Oh, come on, Sandy, don't have that attitude. You're my girlfriend, right? You're supposed to support me.
Yeah, and this is my way of supporting you. I'm just reminding you that you shouldn't get too arrogant. I see you soaking it up with everyone there. All the girls surrounding you, acting like you're the coolest guy ever. You've got to be more humble about that kind of thing.
I know, but look, you're telling me all of this stuff right now, but you're really proud of me, aren't you? I mean, you were the one pushing me the most to get into that company.
I sure was. I saw your potential and I wanted to achieve that no matter what. As much as I'm jealous of watching all the other girls surround you, I'm pretty happy that you got into that company. Hopefully I can follow in your shoes next year when I'm going for my interview.
I'm sure you can. You supported me, and now it's going to be my turn to support you. Not only that, but I've already got you an in at that company. I can definitely recommend you.
You can be such a sweetie, can't you? I wish we could make our relationship more public. So, how does the old grandma feel about something like this happening? She found out about it, right?
Oh God, please don't remind me of that. I already had to let her down gently today. I don't want to have to remember her again. I'm constantly trying to forget her.
You know, if it were under normal circumstances, I'd say you're just over-exaggerating. But honestly, that woman, Shirley, is one hell of a creature. I cannot find a combination of characteristics as repulsive as the one she has. She's rude and judgmental. She acts like she's the boss of everyone. But despite that, despite everything she does, she'll suck up to you like you're the king of the earth or something. It's really disgusting to see when she puts on that pretentious attitude of hers. Everyone knows her for who she really is. She's not as nice to you as she is to everyone else.
Trust me, Sandy, I know everything you're telling me right now. I've been aware of it for a very long time now. Hopefully, when I get into my new company, I can finally get out of her clutches.
Well, how about as you're escaping her arms, you just jump back into mine?
I've been planning that the whole time. I'm hoping that now that I finally have a real job, you and I will have more time to spend together.
I'm looking forward to it. So, how about we have a party? Just you and me, to celebrate you getting the job. We don't have to tell anyone else about it.
It's funny you say that because Shirley proposed the same thing and I rejected her.
So, what? Are you going to reject me now?
I will if you don't give me your best impression of Shirley showing her affection to me.
I'm not doing something like that. Are you serious? You really have a thing for her, don't you?
Yeah, right. I'm not gonna have a thing for a 40-something-year-old woman. She's as old as my mom.
Well, if that's the case, why do you want me to do an impression of her?
It's just funny. The only way you're gonna have that celebratory dinner with me is if you do it. So, what's it gonna be? Are you gonna do it or not?
I'm not doing it.
Okay, well, we're not having a party then.
Come on, don't do that, Mike. You're really going to force me to do it?
Sure am. Hey, you want the party, you gotta do it. That's the deal.
Mike? Oh, Mike! You're giving me the silent treatment again, aren't you? Gosh, you're so mean to me. You're a wonderful little boy, and you certainly know what you're doing in the workplace. But I have to tell you, when it comes to girls, you know nothing at all. You don't know anything about making me feel special. Well, you know what? I'm going to give you that lesson. I'm going to tell you all the different ways I want you to talk to me. In fact, I'm going to call you right now. Come on, are you serious? Why aren't you answering? You're not off with some girl, are you? You have no idea how much that would hurt me. Ditch her and come see me. I want you to ravish me. Oh my God, Mike, I just saw our messages from yesterday. What the hell was I doing? I'm such an idiot. You must have been so annoyed about that, right? You don't know how sorry I am. Please forgive me. You don't hate me, do you?
I'll be honest, Shirley, I was really surprised at what I saw. But at the same time, don't worry about it. I've seen weirder things in my lifetime.
Are you sure? Gosh, you're such a good boy. It's one of the things I love most about you. You told me that you were surprised, but was that all you felt when you saw my messages?
What do you mean by that?
Well, I mean, come on. I was clearly showing you how much I like you, right? Didn't you feel the same way about me?
I gotta say, I didn't feel any type of emotion towards you at all. I could tell that you were drunk, so I didn't take any of it seriously.
Well, you should have. That's me pouring my heart out to you right there. That was serious. I I don't want you to just blow it off like it was nothing.
What are you going on about right now, Shirley?
I'm trying to say that I love you, Mike. I love you with all my heart.
Oh, God.
I know it's hard to take in, isn't it? But you haven't realized this whole time.
Yeah, sure, that's exactly what it is. I didn't realize at all.
I know, right? I'm really good at hiding it. I was thinking back on my life. I was thinking about all the crappy men that have come across me. All the guys that wanted to be with me. But I knew I was above that level. I was kind of regretting it because I missed my chance of getting married and having a child. I still regret that to this day, but maybe it was the right thing. I've been thinking about it. I'm single now and you entered our workforce. You're my next chance at a real, proper relationship. You're my next hope, Mike. We're going to be together.
What do you mean we're gonna be together?
Well, that's how it is. I like you and you like me. Of course we're going to start dating.
I don't know where you get these delusions from, Shirley, but you and I are definitely not dating.
What did you just say?
Yeah, in what world do you think that we're gonna start dating? Don't you realize that you're over 20 years older than me? You're almost as old as my mom.
Okay, and so what? That doesn't mean anything. I'm a mature lady. I'm smart and wise. Are you seriously going to sit there and say that you're more interested in a younger girl? Are you more interested in girls like Sandy that don't know anything and always screw up at work? That's the person you want to be around.
Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. The idea of someone my age dating someone your age is just ridiculous. And can I just say something to you, Shirley? I want you to stop putting Sandy down.
Why? She deserves to be put down.
I don't care what you think about it. She's my girlfriend now. Every time you say something about her, I hate you more and more.
Wait, what now? Did you actually say that she was your girlfriend?
She is.
But why?
Because she's beautiful and we get along. What more can I ask for in a relationship?
But she can't do that! How could you do that to me? How could you choose someone like her over me?
If you don't understand the reason why, Shirley, then there's no hope for you. Anyway, this is the last time I will ever message you. I'm gonna leave that workplace and I want you to leave Sandy alone.
Or what? What are you going to do about it? You won't be here anymore. I can do whatever the hell I want.
Well, I'll tell the manager about your behavior and take action against you.
What do you mean, my behavior?
You've basically been sexually harassing me, Shirley.
I'm sorry. What now?
That's what you've been doing, and we've got cameras to prove it. You're overtly sexual, you're constantly touching me, and it's altogether just really uncomfortable for me to go to work. I kept my mouth shut about it because you're a good worker and I wanted to continue having a smooth working experience. But if I keep hearing that you've been doing something while I'm gone, then I'm gonna do something about it.
I can't believe you would say something like that. That was love right there, Mike. That wasn't me harassing you or anything. That was me showing my love to you. Are you really going to misconstrue the situation to be that? You horrible little boy. I'll never forgive you for this. But actually, you know what? I still love you so much. Maybe I can forgive you. Please don't do this. Please come back to me. We can still be in a relationship. How about this? I know you and Sandy haven't done it already. I'll show you a really good time and then you won't even think about getting with someone like Sandy ever again. I've got this neat little trick I do with my mouth. You sure you don't want to find out what it is? I know you're curious about it. Mike? Mike?
The more she opened her mouth, the more creeped out I got. Just looking at the messages made me want to puke. I blocked Shirley and I never heard from her again. Thank God too, because I hated having someone like that in my life while I was trying to do well in my new company. I checked in on Sandy regularly to see how things were at work. Not long after, Shirley actually quit for unknown reasons. I'm pretty sure it had something to do with me though. From what Sandy tells me, everyone's really happy that she's gone, and not only that, but the work output is much better too. I guess she was really a toxic person in the workplace. Sandy's doing her best at the moment to manage her studies and work at the same time. She's really keen on working in the same company as me. I can't wait to see her there. I know that if we're together, our work output is going to be that much better.
Richard, I noticed that you haven't gotten back from work yet. Where did you go? We've still got a lot left to do now that we're moving. What are you up to? We have to get everything packed and ready to go by tomorrow afternoon. You do realize that, right?
Of course I do. I'm well aware of what's going on.
Then where are you right now? You know that I can't do this all by myself.
I don't need you being so pushy right now. All we need to do is have things ready by tomorrow afternoon. I'm planning to start really getting things done tomorrow working. I don't need you to remind me.
But the moving company is going to be here around 11 a.m.
Wait, they were coming over that soon?
I thought I told you about this the other day. Are you sure you're ready for this?
I didn't know they'd be here that soon. It doesn't matter. I'll just stay up late tonight getting it done.
Okay, as long as you get it done. But shouldn't you be heading home then to get started? Or are you planning to stay at your parents' house forever? What are you doing there anyway?
I'm busy, alright? Do I have to explain everything right now? Look, I'll make sure to get it done. Just leave it to me and stop being so pushy.
If you say so. I'll leave you alone now since you're so busy. Richard, can you tell me where you've gone off to now? I'm glad you were able to get everything packed, but it'd be nice if you were here while everything is moved out. Where did you go to this time? The moving people are going to be here soon, and I'd prefer if you were here for that.
Why do I have to be there for that? They're supposed to take care of everything. As long as you're there, what's the problem?
I guess that's true, but can you at least let me know where you are?
I'm back at my parents' again.
Again? What are you doing now?
Yes, again, I don't see you helping me. I'm busy running back and forth making sure everything is ready. You should be grateful I'm taking care of this and not making you help me.
Everything is ready? What do you mean? We've already got everything packed, haven't we? I don't know why you'd have to go back and forth to your parents' house.
Are you serious? Are you telling me that I have to tell you everything? I thought that you'd catch on by now. I'll tell you if you can't figure it out for yourself.
Please do that. I haven't heard you tell me anything on what you're planning.
I'm getting my parents' furniture ready to move into their new place.
Huh? Your parents' furniture?
I thought you would at least give me a hand with this. But you didn't even come over once to help me get all of their stuff ready.
Wait, what are you talking about? You never said anything about moving out your parents. I thought you would have told me that your parents were moving the same time we were.
They aren't moving at the same time. They're moving with us into our place. They're going to be living with us from now on.
What?
Now that you know, make sure to help them when they get to our place. They need the help.
Hold on a minute. You gave them the okay to move in with us without even telling me about this? I didn't decide to move so I could start living together with your parents.
What? You're telling me that you're not okay with this? Do you realize what you're saying? Don't you think it only makes sense to have them move in with us since we're getting a new place? I'm not backing out just because you don't want this to happen.
But this is a huge deal. You can't just let them move in with us without asking me about it. I chose the place we're moving to because I was thinking about what would be good for the two of us. I wasn't planning for this.
Don't tell me what I can and can't do. This is my decision.
Your decision? The heck it is! Do you realize how selfish this is? To let your parents move in with us without even asking? You can't go and say you can do what you want when this is a joint decision.
Who lives and doesn't live with me is my choice. If you don't like it, then too bad. If you really can't handle it, then we'll just have to get divorced.
You'd really go that far?
Got it? I am not messing around. If you really want to stay with me, then you'd better let them live with us. If you can't agree to that, then I have no choice but to divorce you. You understand?
So you got back to the apartment, Richard? There was something waiting for me in the mailbox. I saw that you put it there. Can you explain what you're doing? Leaving divorce papers in the mailbox for me?
You saw that then? I was worried you wouldn't notice. It's just like how I said before. If you can't handle living together with my parents, then start filing those out. I'm just letting you know that I'm completely serious about this. You aren't getting your way whether you like it or not. I'm going to get what I want, and that is that.
You really aren't going to give me any room to debate, are you?
Why should I? I'm the one doing the right thing here. My parents deserve to have someone look out for them. I don't get why you don't understand that.
You're doing the right thing? You really just said that?
So, are you gonna accept this or not? I'm getting tired of this. I've told my mom all about how you've been reacting and she can't believe you. She said that you were out of line. She said that she couldn't believe how you could be so selfish.
Oh, so I'm the selfish one, am I?
They told me that they're gonna teach you some manners after you start living with them. They also said that if you want things to go well, then you'd better listen to everything I say.
And what if I don't want to listen to everything you say?
Then it's over. I'll divorce you.
You really aren't going to back down, are you?
Don't make me repeat myself. I've made myself clear, haven't I?
If that's how it's got to be, then so be it. I'll fill out these papers then. I'll turn them in right after I'm done.
Huh?
I'll make sure these are done right away, Richard. You won't have to wait any longer.
You think you can trick me with such an obvious lie? I know that you're bluffing. The court offices aren't even open on Sunday. You aren't going to be turning in anything.
This isn't a bluff. I'm as serious about this as you are, Richard.
If you think you can trick me like this, you have another thing coming. Aren't you at all embarrassed that I caught you in your lie? Are you going to admit that you were bluffing? I'd give it up if I were you. I'm gonna have my parents come over right after our stuff gets moved in. And you're gonna be in charge of this, so make sure to do a good job. This is punishment for thinking you could trick me like this. Hey, Gracie, I thought that I'd let you know. Me and my parents have made it to your house. We're all ready to go. We're just getting ready to move all the furniture that my parents brought over. I need you to open the door. So don't just stand there, get over here and help us with this. I know that you're in there, let us in. Don't think I don't know what you're doing. We can do this the easy way or the hard way. I'd stop messing around if you don't want things to get worse for you. I'm already angry at you.
God, do you hear yourself? You don't have to be so aggressive. It's annoying.
Annoying? Do you even understand the position you're in right now?
From what it sounds like, you've made it to the house then.
I told you I'd be coming. What were you expecting? I was waiting for the moving people to be finished so that I could get started with moving in my parents' things. So let us in before you really start to make me angry. And why are the locks changed? The key I was given isn't working at all. How am I supposed to get inside if I don't even have the right key?
You're right about one thing. I went ahead and got the locks changed. You won't be coming inside. Do you have a problem with that?
You're really that stupid to change the lock so I can't get inside? You are in for it now. I'll break a window and enter if I have to. I'm getting inside whether you like it or not.
That's unlawful entry. I'd avoid doing that if I was you.
Unlawful entry? This is my house. I can break all the windows I want if it's my place. The cops wouldn't do a thing to me. That goes for you too. I can do with you whatever I want as I am your husband. You must be pretty dull if you think you can make things go your way by acting like you'll divorce me. I'm gonna have to teach you what it means to be my wife.
It's not an act, Richard. I don't need to pretend about this. We're divorced now. Nothing you do is gonna change that. You and I are done being married. I'd start searching for a new partner.
Excuse me?
I told you I'd divorce you if you kept this up, and you did. So I went and turned in the papers.
Are you done with your little act yet? I'm getting tired of this stupid little stunt. Today is Sunday. The offices are closed today. You couldn't have turned anything in.
Don't you know the exception for divorce papers? You can divorce at any time as long as you talk with the right people.
Huh? What are you talking about?
You can even do it in the middle of the night if you know where to go and what to do.
You can't be serious. You're pulling my leg.
If you want to find out for yourself, why don't you look it up? You'd be able to figure it out easily that way.
So, you weren't lying about this then?
You finally figured it out.
I did. I looked it up and you were right. I can't believe this. I didn't want this. I want you to go there and tell them to take it back.
Hey, you were the one who gave me the divorce papers. Why are you getting cold feet now? Wasn't it you who said that you'd divorce me if I didn't listen to you?
I did say that, but wait. Then what about the house? You won't be able to stay if you really turn the papers in. If we divorce, it'll mean you'll have to pack your things and leave.
You think I'd be that stupid to turn in the papers if I didn't get to stay here?
You'd better hand over the keys and let me in. You aren't going to be sticking around for much longer.
Oh my god, you really have no idea what is going on, do you? The house was purchased under my name. What that means is that you aren't anywhere on the paperwork.
I'm not on the paperwork?
With you not working a job and contributing nothing to our finances, I could never get a loan if you were involved in the papers. I had to fill everything out in my name if I wanted to be able to buy this place.
No way.
It made the whole process a lot more annoying, but after everything that's happened, it really worked out for me. I've paid and financed all the money for this house. Do you know what that means? It means you have no say in who gets to live here, Richard. That decision is all up to me.
I don't get to decide anything?
With how aggressive and angry you were, I would have thought you'd at least have done a little research.
I was just a little upset. I didn't realize... Look, I know this looks bad and you might be angry, but don't you think divorcing over this is excessive? We don't need to end things over this. So, let's head over to whoever you were talking to and explain to them. We'll have them revoke the divorce.
No thanks. I'm happy with how things are.
You're fine ending things over an argument like this? What would our parents think if we got divorced after only 2 years of being married? Doesn't that embarrass you?
I'd rather be embarrassed than have to live with your unemployed self any longer. 2 years of marriage is plenty for me.
But I...
You haven't even been trying to get a job, Richard. You haven't applied for a single job. Were you even planning on finding another job? All you've done for the last few years is stay in bed all day and play on your phone. You've even been buying things with my credit card without even asking for my permission.
I thought you were okay with that.
I thought you'd at least start taking care of the house if you weren't going to start working. But all you've done is laze around the house all day, and it's been driving me crazy. I was sick of living with you. And not only that, you threatened to divorce me if I wouldn't let your parents live with us. It made me realize that I didn't have to deal with you any longer. And now that I'm free from you, you can take all your stuff and get out of here. You don't have a place here.
Gracie, please. I was just upset, okay? Don't go through with this.
Oh, that reminds me. I told the movers to leave all your things at our old apartment. You'll find all of it there. Make sure you take care of it.
What? You're telling this to me now? You knew today was the deadline for moving out. How am I supposed to get my stuff moved out by then?
Well, I couldn't just take it with me, could I? After all, we aren't married anymore. I'd be stealing your stuff if I brought it with me. I talked with our old landlord about it too. They said as long as it's out by tomorrow morning, they aren't going to have a problem. I'd get to work if I was you then. You only have until then if you don't want to get fined.
Can you at least let me stay at your place for the time being?
You? Stay here?
My parents already sold off their old place. They already found a buyer and everything. They can't go back there now. Yesterday was their deadline to move out. We don't have anywhere to go now. So please, Gracie, can you let us stay? At least till we find a new place?
Why would I share a roof with a stranger? I'd rather not do that.
We were married up until now. I know it might be over, but don't you at least care about me a little?
It's not about being married. It's about being tired of your behavior, Richard.
But we've been together for years now. Don't pretend like you didn't care. I might have said a few things, but that doesn't change the fact that we were married.
I'm telling you, no. Don't bother asking me again.
Please, Gracie.
If you don't plan on leaving soon, I'll call the cops and make sure you leave.
You're really fine leaving me to die like this?
I am. I don't need you to boss me around any longer when I'm the one doing all the work. And if you don't believe me, then you can talk to the police when they get here.
Gracie!
Richard didn't dare stick around when I threatened him with the police. He had to tell his parents to stop taking out the furniture and to pack things up before things got worse for them. They quickly packed things up and headed on their way. But then they had to figure out where to go since they no longer had a place to stay. They decided to start staying in a hotel and spend the next few days looking for a new place to move into. They weren't able to find anything special, but they found an apartment they could move into. That doesn't mean that they were able to escape Richard's death, though. He had a bad habit of spending while we were married, and thanks to the divorce, he was put into debt. They're now working together to stay afloat to make sure they don't fall into bankruptcy. Without Richard around to waste all of my money, things have been better for me. The house is a bit big for just me to live in, but it's way better than having to live with Richard. I'm going to enjoy being able to relax now that he's out of my life.